Alright, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Raasquiat. And today, I haven't even really thought about this, but this video is just going to be about keeping producing fun. Like I said last time, thought I was going to show y'all another mashup or remix that I already made, but instead, right after I got done recording, I just made another beat and made another mashup. So, we're going to go through this beat and this mashup this time, or remix, whatever you really want to call it. And this time it is a Drake song. And I personally didn't like this Drake song when it came out and thought the beat was like, eh, is this beat better? I think so. Am I biased? Yes, because I made it. So that decision would be up to you. But what I did notice from that beat is back to what I've been saying the last couple videos, the simplicity of it is crazy. Uh, I personally don't like it because I feel like at times Drake is off beat and he catches the beat. And it even happened in this instance here with the acapella and linking it all up with the beat. So like even just like this, the intro is just like funky, but he switching flows throughout. So like I made these chops because some of them at some points, even in the actual song, to me, it felt like he was off beat, like he would be rapping. I guess the best way to say it is through the beats. I don't know. But it felt like he wasn't on beats, like he was rapping against the beat certain places. And I didn't like that feeling. So I cut it up a little bit to make it this. But yeah, man, today's video is just about keeping producing fun. And really, this is just my way of doing that right now. It's like I'm just making beats as like freely as possible. For a while, what I was doing was trying to get into whatever mode or build, basically like following what everybody tells you on YouTube. Like, oh, you gotta stick to a niche and you gotta do this and you gotta do that. And it's like, bro, get all of that, bro. Just make beats, make things that you want to hear, and make things that are fun for you to make. Like with that, everything else will just fall in place. Has it all fallen in place for me yet? No, but that's why I'm doing this, is to make sure that it does, to show off my skills, to show y'all how to do things differently that maybe you never thought to do. So, uh, I'm gonna just get into the breakdown and stop yapping. Uh, and I'll start here. So we'll start with the first sound, and this is literally how I made it up. Uh, very repetitive first melody. And yeah, that just repeats. And I don't think I put anything on that at all. Okay, I lied to you. I put a effect rack on it, and it's just classic 12s. Laser, it's like a guitar preset, and it matched what I did the rest of the beat. But I just kind of went up the scale and came down. Like nothing super crazy, very basic, like trap pattern. And just repeated it over and over and over and over again. So then I came here, and all of these sounds are like even. I don't remember what that last sound was. Let me show y'all. So that sound is called Steven Plinker. I don't know how to say that. He was a really cool plugin. It's one of the first plugins I actually got when I started producing. It's like a old retro synth with a lot of new sounds. I don't even know if it's really retro or not. I love the synth sounds in this, and a lot of the beats I was making for like when I was trying to make race beats, I would make these in Diva. So use that as you will, but Diva's cool. So this is the second sound. So yeah, man, I really like this sound because it's like a pad and a synth at the same time because of the way the attack is, and it's called I Can't Believe It's Not Analog. What I did to this was we went into I want to say yeah, gross beat and guitar range. So with this, I didn't really have anything in mind when I was switching up. Like I said, I was just making stuff for the love of the game. Uh, but I do enjoy guitars. So I threw guitar really wanted to make it sound less like an original synth or like guitar chords. And so yeah, I threw guitar rig on it. This is the second preset for guitar rig. And I threw growth beat on it. I don't remember who I learned this from. I want to say it was Adam Made. Might have gave credit to the wrong person, but I'm pretty sure it was Bro because I used to watch a lot of his tutorials. Uh, but yeah, like this preset in Girls Beat, and I might have just butchered bro name. He uses Girls Beat a lot, so I'm pretty sure it's bro. Uh, pretty sure I seen this in one of his tutorials years ago, maybe like 2 years ago. But uh, it's this AM preset down here, and like whatever the second box is, where like you can change the way things sound, bro. This thing adds like some grittiness to whatever you use it on, and it sounds crazy. Now, for me, I always think it's way too much when it's like full volume. So I turn this volume thing right here down to my liking, right? But if you got it all the way up, it sounds like this. So I'm gonna just go back to normal. To do that, just hit Control Z. Um, but yeah, I love this to add texture to things. So if we use that, then let's go down to this. Boom. Okay. So this is a lead. I literally played this lead out on my TV, like my laptop keyboard. And what I usually do, because I still don't know how to really play the piano, I go up to this button right here, right click it. Okay. Whatever scale you're in, match the scale you're in. So root note, D sharp. We're in D sharp minor, bring it to D sharp minor. Bring this up. Usually I have it three because I use this also for Serato sample. Bring it up to 4 or 5, wherever you like to play the range. And I usually like 4 because it'll give you the ability to play in the fifth octave and the third octave. So that's like D5, D4, and D6, right? And so I usually choose this, and then it allows you to now make sure this is on. Now you can play those sounds straight off of your keyboard, and it's always in key, no matter what letter fit your keyboard, right? So you get it. Like it's really cool. And then, like I said, it gives you from four. Being in four gives you from 4 to 6. So like go up on your keyboard. This is starting at C. This is starting at A. This is starting at G. Didn't so yeah, it gives you some. If you don't know how to play piano, you can just use this instead, and that's what I did to make this lead. Also, since I'm on this topic right now, very quick cheat code. If you don't know, I love to make beats in D sharp minor. And the reason why is because when I'm making leads, I know that if I'm in D sharp minor, all of the black notes are in the scale. So I typically will just play my lead based on the black notes. I don't really know why that sounds good. I'm not very great at music theory yet, but I know if you just play all the black notes, bro, with a lead, it's gonna sound crazy. Now, did I do that on this? No, but yeah, you play all the black notes, it sounds nuts. Yeah, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? That was off my key. So I'm gonna let y'all see this, and I just followed kind of what I heard in my head. Like I just after I laid everything down, I was like, all right, I kind of want something a little bouncy from a lead, and this is what we got. So yeah, I threw this also into Guitar Rig, and again, I didn't have any goals going into this beat of like, yeah, I'm gonna make this fun. Like, no, I was just making stuff, and I like this preset. So I came here and I turned it down because this is a OC. If you like got it all the way up, it's crazy. But there's probably a use case for it. I just don't do that. And then we came in and it had a lot of lows and the highs were screaming. So we just EQ'd a bunch of that stuff out. And that was it, man. That was it. I don't even think I like, yeah, I brought it down and I typically put my leads in the like the panning or whatever. I typically keep them straight down the middle. Like because to me leads are very similar to uh vocals or lead vocal sounds like it's too much to explain. But to me they work as vocals perfectly. So then we have fourth and final lead, which is I think this is actually a fake guitar. It's a ripped Van Halen. Ripped Van Halen, my bad. Van Halen is it's bad. And it is just to complement that first RB pluck sound we used earlier. And it sounds like this. And so what I was just telling you earlier about using the black notes in D sharp minor, like you see here, all of the notes from the lead are in D sharp and it sounds cool. Like I don't know what that is, but it always works. Trust me, it always works. Especially with leads. So just remember that when you make this stuff in D sharp minor. And if you don't like D sharp minor sound, you can always do this in transpose. Like you don't have to leave. You never have to leave this how it is. You can mess around with it. Different uh different keys really make me sound different. So that's what we got for the melody. And I think on there I also put uh guitar. Yeah, I'm just following the guitar theme at this point. Once I start something, I kind of just roll with it until I don't like it or I find something better. And so I use this preset right here. And I always do this to all my guitars to make them sound like you're in a stadium. Sometimes I switch this order. It just depends on how the preset sounds with the effects. So with this one, we got the reverb. It's a reverb. I brought the leads to here. I don't think I did anything else. I mean, we've got delay. I know how I feel about this with delay. I love it. But I just left it completely normal. And it just makes it sound like you're like listening to somebody play with an amp, but the amp is like in a Superdome. That's how it feels to me. So now let's get into the drums. All right, okay, okay, okay. So this is actually what I started to read off with was this and these snare, I mean these claps. And at first it was just a regular clap, then I was hearing different balance. So I just went, so the first clap sounds like so. Now I know that sounds probably off to everybody, but just learn them. I'm saying, see where I'm focused. So this is the second snare, and it sounds like it's repeat that through. Also, not really in your normal place, but stay with it. I promise it sounds good together. So now we have our third snare. Which is right here on top of the third snare. So yeah, then we're gonna come down to the hats, which I just kept saying. If I'm going crazy with my snares or 808s or something, I'm leaving something simple. Like it has to be contrast. Everything can't be going insane because then it's like a cluster look and you got too much going. Too much dip on your chip, snap for it, except for when it's toasted goes. So might be situations. We're making beats, it's not. So now we're gonna come down to the 808 while I play out how that drum pattern sounds. So yeah, and just like it's very easy, nothing crazy. Uh, so I'll play this for y'all and just let you hear what that sounds like with everything turned on. And I forgot to show y'all the last drums. But while we're here, you see how it kind of, I don't know, man. I'm starting to see like I like things that kind of gallop and like have like a little bounce to it. And maybe that's the one like he probably makes the bounce in his drum better. Um, and cooking up with him so much has definitely greatly influenced that. But also just the people that you are influenced by will also start to come out the more that you make beats and stop trying to be like them. If that makes sense. Like your taste is based on the people that you like. So your taste will evolve based on it. Another one of my favorite producers is Cardo. Cardo's drum is crazy. I love his bounce, but a lot of what I was doing earlier is very similar to that. And I've continued to like that taste palette that he has is a place where I want my taste to also. So this is the last set of drum we have, which is a rim shot. In fact, it's a Cardo rim shot straight out of his key. So yeah, just the same way that he would use a ring like right before a snare. And again, like I don't think any beats are hitting exactly on like what they're supposed to, but you can. It sounds like it's R&B, and it also sounds like you can like bounce to it. So we got that, and then the last thing from the drums we got is this right here, which is again out of Cardo's kit. It's the little open hats, and they just hit like with the 808. I do my own things, man. I like things to dance, so those are things that would. Uh, yeah, man, that's really the beat. Like, beat ain't nothing crazy. Then I added, so right here, I have a automation clip that I used because I wanted to play sounds together, this to this. And at first, I thought it sounded cool because when I finished making this, it was good. And I was probably way beyond the place where I could sleep. But I thought it sounded cool. And then I was like listening this morning, and I was like, yo, that's just way too much going on. So I use this automation to keep that same feeling because I wanted this part to be cool. But what I did was just I brought the volume down. So now it doesn't feel like this me fighting with this. And I don't think I had to play again like that PvP because I was just like, I don't know, this again. But yeah, and then this automation is just to bring the volume down. So to start off this beat, uh, I actually just started off with like some effects and my tag straight away into sort of like what the rich do with like the four ticks, like or like for real, the four ticks or whatever you want to call it. And then we have some transitions just to keep the beat long. And that's really it, man. That's really it. This this was a cool, really cool beat to make because I just let it flow. I just let it flow. When you're making beats, you should really just let it flow. Like, don't try to make beats for anybody. I know that sounds very counterintuitive, but whenever I'm not thinking about who I'm making a beat for and kind of just making a beat I want to hear, the beat turns out well. And sometimes when it's the other intention, it also turns out well. So it just depends on you and the way you're feeling. But I, I think a lot of times the best beats out to me is like we just going with the flow. Like whatever you feel, whenever you feel it, just go with that. Music is just think of music like this. Music is a language that can be communicated to everyone on the earth without using any words, and everybody can understand what it's being said. That's because music is language. So whatever you feeling, man, just rock with it because people will feel it, and beats that people feel are way better than any other. It's like you just know feel it, you know what I'm saying? So that's all I got for y'all today for my yap session. I'm gonna let this Drake ride out, and I will see you guys next time. Peace. Ah, damn it.
Yeah. Oh man, fresh up out the sand, February 10. It's the boy, but I'm still the man. Come and get your mans, I don't know. First you caught their hands, then you took the stand. It's a joke, but you say you real, I don't understand. On the yacht, me and all the dogs, acting like some dogs. We involved, used to think vacation meant Niagara Falls. Swear to God, shot to Buffalo, never ducking low. I don't stop, man, I'm stuck on goal. Always hug the road, fuck a op, make his body roll. Yeah, a lot of those started out doing college shows, Calipari flow. Then I pop like you never seen. We with everything. I went my name, who's involved now? Tell me who I got it down. I'll do a song now, man. Even though there's way less to prove to y'all now, man. Everything that went around's coming back around. Y'all better hit the ground, goddamn. Be forever unfinished, yeah, it's